She was called weak, but she carried generations. The journey of womanhood. She arrived quietly into the world, wrapped in her mother's warm arms. No one knew yet that a lifetime of strength had just begun. Her tiny fingers clung to her father like he was the whole universe. In those small steps, the journey of 1,000 responsibilities began. She walked to school with dreams bigger than her small backpack. Each lesson quietly opened windows to a wider world. Eyes followed her steps like shadows on the street, silent stares weighing her dreams before they could speak. On crowded buses, she stood between strangers and steel bars, learning how silence can shield her from wandering eyes. She stitched her wings quietly from pieces of refusal, turning every no into a quiet revolution. Soon life asked her to step beyond dreams. She entered the world as a working woman. Days were filled with work, nights with silent planning. Somewhere within her, an entrepreneur awakened. With little savings but endless courage, she started something small, a tiny business, built more from hope than money. Marriage arrived with the new bonds and responsibilities, but she refused to let her dreams fade away. Soon a child rested in her arms. She carried motherhood in one hand and ambition in the other. Years passed, children grew, and the business slowly flourished. Patience turned struggle into stability. The children she raised with sacrifice stepped into their own careers. Watching them succeed became her proudest reward. Then tiny footsteps echoed in the house again. A grandchild arrived, bringing a second wave of motherhood. While her children worked, she became the gentle babysitter. Lullabies returned to her life like familiar melodies. She carried the grandchild on her shoulders, just like she once did for her own. Love never retires. It simply changes generations. Time slowly bent her back and silvered her hair, but her hands still held the warmth of care. Now she cared for an aging husband as years weighed on him. Their quiet companionship came deeper than words. Even while her body grew tired, her heart stayed generous. She learned to care for herself with the same patience she gave others. One day, she closed her shop a little earlier than usual. Age had begun, whispering gently to slow down. Then she rested, leaving behind a house full of memories, a life that seemed ordinary, yet quietly shaped generations. Blood is lost in monthly cycles. Strength in childbirth's pain. Calcium fades, energy drains in endless work that no clock ever counts. Even menopause arrives like another silent battle within. Yet the world still calls her too weak and too emotional. Never noticing the quiet storms, she survives every single day. Happy Women's Day to all the men out there who never clipped the wings of the women in their lives, be it their mother, wife, or daughter. Your support makes all the difference. And of course, a heartfelt wish to all the incredible women out there enjoying womanhood. May you always soar, shine, and thrive.